a disciple is actually an expression of love that the disciple has in his heart for his spiritual master. And it also reveals the level of his submission, his service attitude, and ultimately his surrender. So Sri Guru Maharaj says that just as one cannot separate body from soul, our disciple cannot separate his life from the instructions of the spiritual master. This is what it means to make the instructions of the spiritual master one's life and soul. The first recorded Vyas Puja offering of Guru Maharaj was in 1969. 1969. This is recorded. Guru Maharaj says to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. First of all, I beg to offer my most humble obeisances at my spiritual master's lotus feet. I think I am very fortunate because you have accepted me as your disciple. So this feeling should always be there in our heart. The feeling of gratitude. The feeling of remaining indebted. Always this debt that we have, the gift that the spiritual master has given us, to connect us to the glorious Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara and to collect us to Lord Krishna. This is what Srila Prabhupada gift Guru Maharaj is admiring, is appreciating. And because you have accepted me as your disciple, if you would have not accepted me as your disciple, I would have continued to live in darkness, thinking that I know how to approach God. And then Maharaj says, I will never be able to repay Lord Krishna for his gift. What is that gift of Lord Krishna? Is his representative, Srila Prabhupada. However, I want to give my spiritual master a small promise. And that is that I will always try to follow your teachings no matter where I am. Such honest and sincere commitment that I will always try to follow your teachings. Your teachings shall always guide my actions. Your teachings shall always guide my thinking, and I shall always try to follow your teachings. Your kindness towards everyone is beyond description. You forever are willing to see anyone who is interested in going back to Godhead. You are so keen to remind everyone that they don't belong to this material world, but belong to this spiritual world. It is only by your divine grace efforts that this movement has expanded so fast in so many cities and countries. My desire to see you always remains, even though I feel guilty sometimes for taking your valuable time. Maharaj was very conscious. Your time is like gold, whereas my time has no value. This is how we should see our superiors, our seniors, that their time is so precious, so valuable. So we should not waste it. And Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj is saying to Prabhupada, whereas my time has no value. When I see you, I think I am seeing God. When I touch your lotus feet, I feel that I am touching the Lord's lotus feet. And when I receive your blessing, I feel that Lord Krishna has personally blessed me. I thank Lord Krishna for sending me to you. I am very grateful to my spiritual master because he is always telling me to serve the Lord and to chant Hare Krishna. I pray to Lord that I shall always remain at my spiritual master's lotus feet. Please, O Lord, keep me at my spiritual master's feet. All my life, I want to keep singing Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindam Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindra. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinam. Prabhupada's most unworthy servant, Gopal Krishna Das, ISKCON Monastery. This we see from day one that how much reverence, how much respect, deep respect Guru Maharaj had for Srila Prabhupada. The same respect as one has for the Supreme Personality. Now the next offering is in 1971. This is cumulative offering. This is written by the entire temple in Montreal. Dear Srila Prabhupada, oh listen, gentle souls, please hear us sing. With joyful hearts, a message we bring of He who came to save us from disgrace, our beloved Prabhupada, His divine grace. The sky was filled with flowers on that day when He appeared, Abhay Charan Day. His lotus feet, this fallen world would grace. Our last chance, His divine grace. Lost we are and searching in the night. Praying in darkness, give us our sight. Oh, turn around us, divine and moonlight face. Smile and show the way, your divine grace. Now countless sins are burning in our hearts. We fallen souls from the Lord did depart. Only you can save the human race. Fall at your feet, your divine grace. Chaitanya mercy, you came chanting Hare Naam, blessing all with prema instead of deadly calm. Oh, purify our hearts, leave not a trace. Our Lord and Master is divine grace. The absolute truth has lotus feet, you said. What a gift we thought that he was dead. Such sweetness you brought to this terrible place, falling at your lotus feet, your divine grace. So simple and clean, truthful and pure, devotional service alone can endure. Your message has given a life full of grace. Serve at your lotus feet, your divine grace. Oh dear Prabhupada, hear your children sing. Your message in every town will be. Service to Krishna through your loving grace. Serve you forever, your divine grace. This is the spirit. Serve you forever. ISKCON New York. I want you people also, everyone to participate. Tomorrow, who will glorify? Who wants to glorify? I'll allot time. Everyone should glorify. The purpose is what? Purpose of our practice is to glorify. Yes, Ramya. Okay, you go first tomorrow. Yeah, we will begin at 8:15, not 8:30. I started early. Tomorrow also 8:15. How much time you want? 15 minutes? Sufficient? So prepare yourself then. Okay? Mataji is first. Priyanka? You take the next lot. Okay?
Okay.
8:30 to 8:45. Who is next? If you don't want to glorify, then I will glorify you. Okay. Manoram. 8:45 to 9. Okay. And possibly Dayāśīl Prabhu from 9 to 9:15. Fine. 4 people are sufficient. If others are inspired, then we may have another session. If you don't want to glorify, then what can I say? So I want to read my Vyas Puja often. Okay. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of my divine spiritual master, Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Gurudev is most dear and confidential servitor of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada compassionately carried the transcendental teachings and sublime message of Lord Chaitanya to towns and villages all over the world. And out of His infinite mercy has delivered the impersonalist and the voidist tendencies prevailing in the entire universe. O revered spiritual master, you are perpetually observed, will be absorbed. Strong. You are perpetually absorbed in publishing and constantly distributing the transcendental literature of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, disseminating the sublime message of Lord Chaitanya incessantly in the entire world, following in the glorious footsteps of Srila Prabhupada. You are very dear to our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada and Lord Shri Krishna. Having taken shelter of the lotus feet, my respectful obeisances are unto your divine lotus feet. This is the pranam mantra of Gurudev. I have put it in words with some feelings and with little bit of elaboration and expression. Guru Maharaj, on the 81st most auspicious appearance day of your divine grace, the day of actual Vyas Puja celebrations for your disciples and followers, since you are the bona fide representative of Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada and Srila Vyasadeva. Thus, we are entitled to observe your Vyas Puja every year and submit our devotional offerings. Because Guru Maharaj is the pure representative of Srila Prabhupada and Vyasadeva. You appeared on this planet to expand and extend the Krishna consciousness movement of Srila Prabhupada and the predecessors Acharya, and to rescue the conditioned souls from the mire of material existence. Your glorious contributions and accomplishments are exemplary and extraordinary. Thus, find myself unqualified, naive to glorify sufficient. In Srimad Bhagavatam, the influence and impact of Kali is described. The 12th canto, 2nd chapter, 1st verse. Srila Sukadeva Goswami states that with each and every passing day, religion, truthfulness, cleanliness, forgiveness, mercy, daya, Krishna pride, bodily strength and memory will diminish because of the powerful influence of Kali. Sukadeva Goswami is telling Parikshit Maharaj. Shri Shuka Uvacha Tataschanu Dinam Dharma Satyam Shaucham Samadaya Kalena Balina Rajan Kanchyanti Ayurbalam Smriti. And Guru Maharaj, you always emphasize the only hope for suffering humanity is Krishna consciousness. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada used to say, if at all there is shortage of anything in Krishna consciousness, love of God, if at all there is shortage of anything, it is Krishna consciousness, love of God. The so-called atheistic leaders are denying the Supreme Lord's existence and thus misleading the human society towards perpetual suffering. Guru Maharaj, you took to your spiritual master's instructions to spread Krishna consciousness as your life and soul. Therefore, you are so successful. Everyone is talking why Guru Maharaj is so successful. Why other disciples did not come anywhere close to what Guru Maharaj did. Because the key is he has taken to the instructions of Srila Prabhupada as his life and soul, as Maharaj has written in some of his Vyasa Puja offerings. Therefore, you are so successful. You are a true Tattvadarshi, knower of the absolute truth, and therefore always anxious to preach Pracharam Pritvan Sadhu. Guru Maharaj, your determination, dedication, and devotion to fulfill Srila Prabhupada's mission to spread and expand Krishna consciousness is unfathomed. You have tirelessly strived your entire life to accomplish all of Srila Prabhupada's compassionate desires, to transform into reality by your resolute intelligence. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekah kurunandana. Srila Prabhupada states that to be well versed in Krishna consciousness, one has to act firmly and obey the representative of Krishna. One has to act firmly and obey the representative of Krishna, and one should accept the instructions of bona fide spiritual master as one's mission of in life. Guru Maharaj, your life has been a living example, an icon, raison d'etre just to fulfill Srila Prabhupada's desire and accomplish his mission. We witnessed yet another glorious offering of your unconditional love towards Srila Prabhupada. The majestic Krishna Arjun temple in making at Kurukshetra. When I was writing this offering just few days before we had been there, the majestic Krishna Arjun temple in making at Kurukshetra Dham as we visited last week. This temple is an architectural marvel. Its grandeur, designed as a chariot driven by colossal white sparkling horses, Tatha Shveter Hayer Yukta, Hati Syandana Sato. During his visit in 1975, Srila Prabhupada envisioned a grand temple near the site of in Kurukshetra, dedicated to Krishna and Arjuna, where Bhagavad Gita was spoken. This temple, a beacon of Krishna consciousness, to attract students and visitors from the world to learn and apply the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. This is the reason why Guru Maharaj was so keen to establish this big temple, because Srila Prabhupada's books, many scholars will come and study Bhagavad Gita. Guru Maharaj this year also witnessed the inauguration of Sri Radha Madan Mohanji Temple at Kharghar, Navi Mumbai. And many temples from your zone are getting ready to be opened up shortly. That was started under your leadership and guidance. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Lord Chaitanya is speaking to Srila Sanatan Goswami in Ante Leela 478-80. Tomar Sharira Mora Pradhan Sadhana Ei Sharire Sadhimu Ami Bahu Prayojana. Like Lord Chaitanya told Srila Sanatan Goswami, that your body is my principal instrument for executing many necessary functions. By your body, I shall carry out many tasks. The same spirit we see of Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. And Prabhupada has considered Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj always as his principal instrument. Krishna Bhakti, Krishna Prema, Seva Pravartana, Lupta Tirtha Uddhar or Vairagya Sikshana. So this is what Lord Chaitanya told Srila Sanatana Goswami, that you will have to explain Krishna's devotional service, Krishna Bhakti. Establish centers for cultivation of love for Krishna. This is very important. The temples of Srila Prabhupada and his disciples are not temple or not just Vaikuntha. They are Krishna Prema Seva Pravartana. So it nourishes everyone's heart with love of Krishna. So Prabhupada is saying that you will have to establish centers for cultivation of love for Krishna. So Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj has established so many temples all around the world. What is the purpose? For cultivation of love for Krishna. Excavate lost places of pilgrimage and teach people how to adapt renounced order. The same spiritual legacy is continued by your divine grace as a pure representative of Parampara and exemplary Acharya, setting pure spiritual principles and standards. Gurudev, you are a truly dedicated and devoted your entire existence. Praner Arther Diya Vacha. Your life air, intelligence, all your resources, ability, and aspirations in service towards Srila Prabhupada, even his aspirations. The principal mission of Lord Chaitanya is to preach Krishna consciousness and to accomplish his mission and many purposes through the earnest and exemplary endeavors of Srila Sanatana Goswami. Similarly, we see how Srila Prabhupada engaged and entrusted you to accomplish his mission bestowed by his spiritual master Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Srila Prabhupada to teach people how to love, how to become devotees, how to execute devotional service, and to attain love of God. Presented volumes of transcendental literature. And Gurudev, in the history of Srila Prabhupada's movement, you are the most prolific Srila Prabhupada's book distributor. This fact is accepted and echoed by all your God brothers and sisters. Under your capable guidance and inspiration, millions of Srila Prabhupada's books continues to be distributed every year, thus spreading Krishna's, Lord Chaitanya's mission far and wide in every region. Book Marathon 2024 was possibly the first year in Srila Prabhupada's movement that the devotees of ISKCON worldwide observed first ever book marathon post your departure. This was a very historic. This last marathon was very historic because it was the first marathon where we distributed books without Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. It never happened in the history of ISKCON. The devotees of ISKCON worldwide observe first ever book marathon post your departure in your divine separation. However, you cannot be separated from Srila Prabhupada's service, not even for a moment, especially book distribution. Since I had the opportunity to meet Baldev Prabhu, so I am citing you one real episode. And Prabhuji is the main coordinator of book distribution at Shri Radha Gopinath Temple in Chowpatty. Miraculously, Chowpatty stood first and distributed maximum books in worldwide big temple category this year, the year of departure of Guru Maharaj. Previously, Chowpatty never were even second in history for last 25 years. Chowpatty was not even in first 5 ever in last 25 years. And this year they became first. So how this miracle happened? How this miracle happened was shared by Baldev Prabhu. Baldev Prabhu is the main coordinator, the main chief coordinator for book distribution in Chowpatty. So I met him in Kharghar and we became good friends, and he shared me the story. He shared His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj appealed and reached out to his disciples and devotees to dedicate 2024 book marathon to His Holiness Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. And Baldev Prabhu said that his spiritual master was so much surcharged and inspired that he almost pushed everyone to distribute books and regularly followed up and pushed Baldev Prabhu and frequently inquired on book distribution schemes. This was very extraordinary, as Srila Radhanath Swami never pushed as much in last 25 years of Baldev Prabhu's experience. He confirmed indeed Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj's enthusiasm and inexplicable spirit for book distribution entered Sri Radhanath Maharaj's heart. And this is how everyone in Chopati devotee community was uplifted with the desire to serve you, Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. And by such divine connection, their hearts moved with full participation. Resulting, Chopati temple stood first, surpassing everyone, even New Delhi temple, in book distribution scores. Guru Maharaj, your desire to serve Srila Prabhupada is unfathomable and unparalleled. Your endeavors and emotions are intertwined, and your impeccable service towards Srila Prabhupada remains incessant and uninterrupted. And we truly felt inspired, uplifted, blessed at this divine experience. So this is how this miracle happened this year. Most of you, I don't know whether you all know or not. Were you knowing? No one knows. No. But somehow I was very fortunate to know the inside story. Actually, when the prize distribution was happening in Chopati, so Radhanath Maharaj wanted the garland which was offered to Guru Maharaj. So Baldev Prabhu called me from Mumbai and he really requested, he was actually begging that if we can have one garland which is offered to Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. I said, why not? You can have as many as you want, which is offered to Guru Maharaj. So I sent one garland to him from Delhi. It was sent through one devotee who flew. And that garland, the Radhanath Swami Maharaj accepted. And the spirit, what Baldev Prabhu was telling me, he is a disciple of Radhanath Swami Maharaj for last more than 25 years, very mature. I know him for so many years. He said never in his life he had seen that mood, that enthusiasm and that persuasion in Radhanath Swami Maharaj. Maharaj is generally very calm, very cool. He does not repeat his instructions to his disciples. He only softly speaks once and gives his short instructions. And disciples are also very committed, they follow very sincerely. But this time it completely changed, transformed. Maharaj was every day calling Balram Prabhu and inquiring over the scope. And in those areas where distribution was not good, Maharaj was personally traveling. He said he never traveled in so many years in India like he traveled this year. Why? Because Radhanath Swami Maharaj wants to pay homage to Guru Maharaj. He wants to please Guru Maharaj by distributing as many Srila Prabhupadas. This is not known to many devotees. This is known to very, very few. Even fingers will be short. Now I will talk about how Guru Maharaj has opened so many temples. Why everyone is so surprised. They are shocked. But no, there is no reason to get shocked or be surprised. Srila Prabhupada established 108 temples across the world, bestowing opportunity to all individuals to connect and execute devotional service, the chosen purpose of human life. Guru Maharaj, your headquarters, the zone of Delhi NCR, has witnessed more than 20 Hare Krishna temples established for cultivation of love of Krishna This is truly a spiritual wonder, as nowhere in this planet Earth a cluster of ISKCON temples have manifested in one city or region in such big numbers. During your first Tirobhav Tithi Mahotsav in Vrindavan, even most senior devotees of Srila Prabhupada, disciples, were struck with awe and wonder as to how so many as 18-20 temples have sprung up in one city alone. And this is unprecedented. Never happened anywhere. This has only become possible by your deep desire, your unconditional love, your service towards the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. When Lord Chaitanya, disciples, and Goswamis resided in Vrindavan 500 years ago, then the principal deities of Gaudiya Parampara manifested, attracted by pure standards of devotional service. And in love, in the hearts of these saintly persons. Similarly, we see now in Delhi NCR, Shri Radha Govind Dev have appeared in Faridabad and Noida. Shri Radha Madan Mohan have manifested in Ghaziabad and Bahadurgarh. Shri Radha Gopinath to appear in Sector 45 Gurgaon. Shri Rukmini Dwarkadish in Dwarika, Delhi. Shri Radha Madhav in Rohini. Shri Radhika Raman and Krishna Balram in Punjabi Bagh. Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra in Sahibabad, Chhatarpur, Punjabi Bagh. Shri Panchatattva in Rohini. Shri Lakshmi Narasimha Dev in east of Kailash. Shri Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman and Shri Gaur Nitai. Entire Delhi NCR has been surcharged with devotion, devotees, and loving service to their lordships. The secret behind this success is revealed in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, chapter 4, verse number 40. This is the glory of Sripad Madhavendra Puri. And Gopal is speaking to Madhavendra Puri. Tomara prema veshe kari seva angikara darshan diya nistari ve sakala samsara. Sri Gopal, the first deity manifested in Vraja, spoke and revealed to Sripad Madhavendra Puri that I have accepted your service due to your aesthetic love for me. Thus I shall appear, and by my audience, all fallen souls will be delivered. Thus Gurudev, clearly in reciprocation of your loving service and dedication, that lordships have fully manifested in Delhi. In such large assembly that everyone is shocked and surprised. Gurudev, your dedication and service towards your spiritual master, even epitome of surrender and love. As the residents of Vrindavan are willing to give up everything to serve Krishna, and they demonstrate the epitome of love of Supreme, similarly, Gurudev, you have fondly accepted the burden of love that Srila Prabhupada carried in his heart, and for Chaitanya's, your spiritual master, to propagate this Sankirtan movement of Lord Chaitanya. So this is the reason. But somehow I was inspired, and from Chaitanya Charitamrita I could make out. Like Gopal is telling to Srila Madhavendra Puri, that because of you, Madhavendra Puri, I have become manifest. And now, because of your love, because of your intense love, I have manifested myself. And he says, now this benefit of my manifestation will be availed by the entire world. The entire world will have it. So why these deities were not manifest? They only became manifest when Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj came to Delhi and he started to preach. So it is no shock because such a pure person was never there. Krishna tells Arjuna that Sa evayam mayate adya Yoga Prokta Puratana. The science, that relationship that I am bestowing to you, it is not that it has happened for the first time. It was always there. So, but it was not manifesting. Why it was not why the deities were not manifesting? Even in Vrindavan, when Srila Rupa Goswami and the Sanatan Goswami, they came, then these deities manifested. When Arjuna came, Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita. So it is Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj's dedication, his devotion, his determination, it forced their lordships to appear here. So it is no surprise. So Prabhupada carried this burden of love in his heart. And Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj has very lovingly accepted the same burden in his heart. The residents of Vrindavan are willing to give up everything to serve Krishna, and they demonstrate their epitome of love of Supreme. Similarly, Gurudev, you have fondly accepted the burden of love that Srila Prabhupada carried in his heart for the spiritual master. You propagate this Sankirtan movement of Lord Chaitanya. Gurudev, such glorious and exalted is your spiritual platform. Guru Maharaj, your divine grace is truly limitless reservoir of all Vaishnava qualities, and Srimad Bhagavatam illuminates such an elevated soul. One who is actually advancing will become more and more eager to serve the spiritual master. And thus such a disciple experiences the pleasure of the Supreme Personality of Godhead by his favorable and faithful service. Satisfy the Supreme Lord to such that the Supreme Lord offers himself to faithful disciple. Personally, your profuse kindness is mercifully bestowed in my life. Guru Maharaj, you affectionately encouraged and created opportunities for me to engage in devotional service. Always inspired to dedicate this life in Srila Prabhupada's mission. Mercifully, on the strength of your mercy and blessings, we continue to remain active and engaged in services you assign mercifully. However, Guru Maharaj, you also desired that I preach to students in college, especially IER. Here am I expressing my inability to attract more youths from the campus. And on this auspicious day, I seek your mercy and empowerment to be able to perform this valuable service to your divine lotus, aspiring to become an insignificant instrument in your hands, to be utilized in some ways in your distinguished services towards Srila Prabhupada. Your insignificant servant, Pandava Kandas. I wanted to share this both secrets of how Guru Maharaj is the most formidable book distributor year after year, and how Guru Maharaj is able to create so many beautiful temples. Okay, I'll stop you. I'm very tired also. If somebody has something to say, please share. Or if somebody has something to ask. Yes, there's
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Little
Very
long.
beautiful that you have expressed. So the like the deities in and around Delhi NCR, as you mentioned that Radha Gopinath, Radha Govinda, there is very inspiring. I mean, you related with the appearance of Lord Gopal in the Govardhan. Lord Gopal told to.
Like Goswamis, when the Goswamis came, everything had manifested in Vrindavan. So Guru Maharaj had made Delhi Vrindavan. All deities have, all the Goswami deities have come here. They've all manifested. And purely this is my heartfelt expression. I did not hear from anyone, nor did I read about it from anywhere. This is my personal inspiration which I wrote. Yeah, what is your question?
Yes, Prabhuji, like Lord Gopal also told to Madhavendra Puri, Sir Madhavendra Puri, that if I appear, then by seeing me, I mean, my appearance, other will be benefited. So
Yeah.
as you
The
said,
world will be benefited, yes. I mean, Gopal told Madhavendra, because of you. It's only because of you I am appearing, and because I am appearing, everyone will be taking the benefit. So all these deities, yesterday I was sharing with His Grace Mohan Rupa Prabhu, because I was not seeing the chance. So many devotees came from outside and they were waiting. One of my good friend, Purushavatar Prabhu from Chandigarh, he has served Maharaj very closely for so many years as a personal servant. He was waiting and he told me, "Agar bulayenge to jaunga." So I told Amogila Prabhu, requested him that please call him. He wants to speak. And particularly, I was so inspired by the story of Baldev Prabhu, when he said that the spirit of your Guru Maharaj entered my Guru Maharaj. And actually, we are not first. It is your Guru Maharaj is only first. And he can make anyone become first. Few years back when Pune came first, we were all shocked. How Pune has come first? They never had any, background of book distribution. It was always a fight between Delhi and Mayapur. And no one came in between. So that year Maharaj decided that Pune should come first. And it came first. And this time Radhanath Maharaj, such a Vaishnava, he is exalted. He wanted to pay his gratitude to Guru Maharaj by distributing maximum books. And Maharaj was highly pleased. And it was fulfilled. Chopati became first. And no small quantity, almost 6 lakh books. More than 6 lakh books. Hare Krishna. Okay, so we will have a session tomorrow from 8:15. Ramya, you will be the first speaker, then followed by Priyanka. Third is Manoram, and fourth is Dayāśīl. My request to you is, I'm not trying to show off, but try to find something from each side. Don't remain on the surface. Don't copy what others are speaking. Get something genuine. Search, find out, and you will find. But if you don't search, how can you find? You will not find this kind of offering anywhere. I mean, it is completely uncommon. You heard, na? Yesterday or day before, you heard so many speakers speak. None of them touched all these points. I'm not boasting, but it is really Guru Maharaj's mercy that these were revealed to me to some extent. For so many days, I meditated to write, and I really prayed so hard to Gurudev that please allow me to be able to get some genuine glorification. You can do it throughout the year. You have to write Vyas Puja offering now when? After April, na? So every time you find some glory, make a Vyas Puja offering book from today. Both for Srila Prabhupada and for Guru Maharaj. Anything which genuinely strikes you, which inspires you, you mention that. Also today was the birthday of my very dear friend Burijan Prabhu. What a service he did this year. Exemplary service. What great service he was doing. And Janmashtami, he served 37,000 devotees, 37,000 plates. What a class prasad he served. And on Vyas Puja, all of you came and, enjoyed his preparations in Govinda. That is uncomparable. The empowerment will only come when there is effort. If the effort is not there, one cannot have empowerment. Okay, thank you very much. I want to read out one verse, which is my very, very inspirational verse. Again, it is coming from the lotus mouth of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is glorifying Srila Sanatana Goswami. Lord Chaitanya says to Sanatana Goswami, Toma dekhi toma sparshi, gaye tomar guna, sarvendriya falai shastra nirupana. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, Toma dekhi, having your audience. Toma sparshi, having your transcendental touch. And gaye tomar guna, by reciting your glories. Sarvendriya phala. This is the perfection of all our senses. And this is a Shastra Nirupana. This is the conclusion. Nirupan means the conclusion, or here Prabhupada says the verdict of the revealed scriptures. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, by seeing you, by touching you, and by glorifying your transcendental qualities, one can perfect the purpose of all sense activities. This is the verdict of the revealed scriptures. This is the verse. Akshno phalam vadarsha darshanam hi tano phalam tvadarsha gatra sangha jiva phalam tvadarsha kirtanam hi sudurlabha bhagavatai haloke sudurlabha bhagavatai haloke. My dear Vaishnava, seeing a person like you is the perfection of one's eyesight. Akshno, aksh means the eyes. And phalam means the result or the perfection. What is the result or the perfection of the sight? Is twadrisha darshana. Is to again and again have your audience, your sight. And tano means the body. Phalam means the perfection. Is to get embrace of. Twadrisha gatra sangha. Gatra sangha means touch also and to embrace also. Either to touch your lotus feet or embrace. And jiva phalam. What is the perfection of jiva? Tvadarsha kirtanam. Is to glorify you. Why? Because Sudurlabha Bhagavatai is extremely rare in this material world. It is very difficult to find a pure devotee as you of it all. My dear Vaishnava, seeing a person like you is the perfection of one's eyesight. Touching your lotus feet is the perfection of the sense of touch. And glorifying your good qualities is the tongue's real activity. For in the material world, it is very difficult to find a pure devotee of the Lord. That pure devotee we received in the form of Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami. Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, उपस्थित सभी भक्तगण की